Long ago, in a land ruled by a cruel and tyrannical king, people lived under oppression and fear. This king was powerful and arrogant. He had declared himself divine and forced his people to worship multiple idols. Monotheism, the belief in one true God, was forbidden, and anyone caught rejecting idol worship was tortured or killed. The city was rich and thriving, but it was spiritually dead. Temples stood tall in every corner, filled with lifeless statues, incense smoke, and priests promoting lies. The people were blind to truth, drowned in superstition. Among this population lived a group of young men, strong, intelligent, noble, and pure in heart. They were not ordinary. Though born into elite families, they questioned the rituals around them. Deep inside, their hearts were drawn to the truth. They believed that only one true God, Allah, is worthy of worship. Their belief was a quiet fire at first, but it grew stronger with time. They met in secret, prayed in silence, and reminded one another to be patient and faithful. Their bond was built on truth. Eventually, their faith became unshakable. When the pressure to conform increased, they finally declared, "We will never worship these false gods. Our Lord is the one who created the heavens and the earth." This was a bold and dangerous statement. When the king heard of their rebellion, he was enraged. How could a few young men dare to challenge his rule and centuries of tradition? They were summoned before the king. He gave them an ultimatum: "You must bow to our gods or face death." But the youth stood tall. They refused, even though they knew the consequences. They said, "Our Lord is the Lord of the heavens and the earth. Never will we call upon any god besides him. If we did, we would be utter wrongdoers." Their words echoed with power. The king was furious, but Allah had a different plan for them. Fearing for their lives and determined to protect their faith, the youth made a brave decision to leave everything behind. Their homes, families, wealth, and comfort, all were sacrificed for the sake of their Lord. Late one night, under a sky filled with stars, they quietly left the city. A loyal dog followed them as they climbed rugged hills and crossed lonely paths, guided by nothing but their trust in Allah. Finally, they found a cave hidden in the side of a mountain, a safe place to rest, reflect, and pray. They made a heartfelt dua: "Our Lord, grant us from your self-mercy, and prepare for us a right path in our situation." Surah Al-Kahf 18:10. They entered the cave, and Allah's mercy enveloped them. Inside the cave, Allah caused the young men to fall into a deep, miraculous sleep. Time stopped for them. Days turned into years. Years turned into centuries. They slept for over 300 years. Their dog remained at the cave entrance, faithfully guarding them with its forelegs outstretched. The sun would rise and set, but it never directly hit them. Allah turned their bodies gently to protect them. No one knew they were inside. Outside, kingdoms rose and fell. Languages changed. Cultures evolved. The very city they had fled was now ruled by believers who accepted the oneness of God. One day, by Allah's command, the youth woke up. They stretched, opened their eyes, and thought they had only slept for a night or part of a day. Hungry, they decided to send one of them to the city to buy food. He was told to be careful, to hide his identity, for they still believed the tyrant king ruled. He went with old silver coins in his hand. As he entered the city, things looked different. The buildings, the clothes, even the bar, people's accents. He handed a coin to a shopkeeper. The man was shocked. "Where did you find this ancient coin? Are you mocking us?" Soon, a crowd gathered. The truth slowly unraveled. The youth's clothing, language, and coins were from centuries ago. The townspeople were amazed. They realized they were witnessing a miracle, proof of life after death, as the sleepers had been preserved for centuries. The people followed him to the cave. The rest of the companions were still there. When they learned what had happened and that Allah had fulfilled his promise, the youth were at peace. Then Allah caused them to pass away, gently and with honor. Their mission was complete. The townspeople debated what to do. Some wanted to seal the cave. Others said, "Let us build a masjid over it." And so a masjid was built at the site, a symbol of faith, sacrifice, and the eternal truth of resurrection. Lessons from the story of Ashab-e-Kahf. 1. Stand for truth, even if you stand alone. 2. Youth can be powerful defenders of faith. 3. Allah protects those who trust him. 4. The world may change, but truth remains eternal. 5. Resurrection is real, and Allah brings life from death.